Tariq Black is an interesting guy because there's a very distinguishable and clear pros and cons about Tariq Black. I mean, super talented. When when he came into Michigan as a true freshman in 2017, he was starting right off the bat, caught a touchdown against the Gators in his first game. And he has really good size, 6'3", 215, great ability to go get the ball, great at high pointing the football. And we've seen last year he's only caught 2 touchdowns during his career at Michigan, but the cons, man, is that his injuries have really slowed him down. I think he just played 3 games his freshman season. I think he played 6 games his sophomore year, and then he played all games last year besides the bowl game. It's the thing is, I really wish we could have just gotten someone like Hazelton or Kobe White from Boston College. The Black does have 2 years left though, which is a plus. But you just don't want to sign him, and God forbid, he gets injured again, and he doesn't end up playing too much for the Hurricanes. That would be the worst case scenario. But like Gaby said, he doesn't graduate till May from Michigan, and so he's going to take his time, and he's not rushing into the process. It was reported the other day that Miami is one of the schools that he's been in contact with. The others are ASU, Boston College, I think Syracuse, Virginia, something like that. But I mean, Miami isn't the only school that Black is interested in. But I mean, he has been liking some of the University of Miami tweets. I know that there is Texas is another one of those schools. If I had to put money on it, I say that he ends up at either Texas or Miami. But yeah. That's an interesting situation. I know that you've been keeping up with his kind of decision and what's going on with him.
Yeah, mostly I from some Twitter interactions with people that are closer to him, it has led me to believe that he's at least very interested in Miami and likes the sound of himself at Miami. So nothing conclusive enough to for me to like give a scoop on, but I like you said, I think we'll be in the final decision, and just my gut feeling is unless a better option comes up, I would assume that he's pretty interested when it's time to sign.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this, because someone Auburn's starting running back entered the transfer portal today, Jatarvius Whitlow, and with Chaney being injured and with Robert Burns, he has a history of injuries. Would you what do you think about Miami going after a possible portal running back?
It sounds good. I'm worried about Chaney. Him missing spring. I think it would mostly depend on an evaluation of where Chaney's at, because we're really just looking like the only playable running backs if Chaney's not ready to go is Cam Harris, Jalen Knighton, and Robert Burns. We know that Harris is a beast and can handle, for the most part, a starting running back load. I don't know if he can handle the amount of carries that Rhett Lashley will give him, because it's like more than double what he had last year is what SMU's starter had last season. And Robert Burns and Jalen Knighton are still pretty unproven. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're completely unproven, at least at the college level.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be opposed to it. I don't know if I had to. Running back isn't a position that I would choose to use that last spot, but if it happened, then I would just trust that the coaching staff knows a little more than I do.
Yeah. No, for sure. No, I was just thinking about that because the running back position is one that I've been a little worrisome about ever since, I heard. If you go back to December, our running back room looking ahead to the 2020 season, it looked like it was stacked. I mean, we had, DJ Dallas could probably be coming back. We still have Lorenzo Lingard. We still have Cam Harris, adding on Robert Burns, Jalen Knighton, and Don Chaney. But now, like you said, we don't know if Cam Harris can carry that load. Don Chaney already out for spring ball. Robert Burns has a history of injuries. And then there's Jalen Knighton. I mean, I think Knighton is going to be an absolute star for the Hurricanes, but we don't want to put all of our chips just for Knighton as a true freshman to come in and be an instant playmaker. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. And injury could be huge. I mean, running backs get banged up all the time. Running backs always miss games. I mean, you know what I mean. That's some hyperbole there, but it's not uncommon for a running back to have to miss a game here or there because of how many hits they're taking, just the beating they handle from blocking and, carrying the ball 25 times a game. So it's certainly a little worrisome to have 3 healthy backs on the roster going into spring ball, especially 3 of them being unproven at the college level. So I'm totally with you. I do love Knighton and I love Chaney, and I would love if we didn't have to take it back, because I'd love to see Chaney getting, 10 touches a game and Knighton getting 5 to 10 touches a game. I'd love to start him right now and see what we got, and hopefully we have a pretty dynamic duo going forward with those two.
And okay, so I'm a big transfer portal guy. Whenever someone decent with any kind of stats enters the portal, I freak out like a kid on Christmas. Let me just read you this guy from Auburn stats, Whitlow. As a freshman in 2018, he rushed for 787 yards and 6 touchdowns. And then this past year, he rushed for 763 yards and 10 touchdowns. So let me ask you this. Would you rather go after a guy like Tariq Black, who is kind of a question mark, but a receiver or at a position more of need, or would you rather go after a proven running back who has accomplished much more at the collegiate level?
What's his eligibility? Is he a immediate eligible, or would he have to sit out next season?
I'm not sure. I know he's played 2 years, so he may have to sit out a season. But yeah, I'm just reading on
for Twitter. Sure. That would probably be the deciding factor to me. I mean, those stats sound amazing, and it would be nice if we could redshirt one of Knighton or Chaney. Both are talented enough that it would just be nice to have an extra year of at least one of those two. So if we could bring in this dude and have him split a majority of the load with Cam Harris, Robert Burns playing a lot of snaps, I think he looked pretty good last year. It would be nice to have the flexibility to try to redshirt Chaney and or Knighton, especially with them being able to play in 4 games each. So yeah. I don't know. I'd be open to it. I think that's a great find, though, but this leads me to another topic. Let's see, we're already at 40 minutes, so I don't know if we have time to get into this.
Nah, people love us. They love listening to us.
They do. Let's get into it then. All right, so this is something I just thought of. How many position groups now are we thin on depth?
Well, let's cornerback.
Okay.
There's
counts. We're thin at corner, dude. You're right on.
And obviously now linebacker.
Okay.
Receiver, we're thin when it comes to experience and production.
I'm calling that thin.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then running back, we're one hit away from being in panic mode.
Okay. And there's another position group I'm thinking of too.
We got, and then Navon Donaldson is out, the poor big guy.
So how should we change our expectations? We're thin at running back, wide receiver, offensive line, and corner, and linebacker. That's half of the position groups.
kind of why. And I didn't know Donaldson was going to be out for the spring. That kind of that, and we missed on already so many solid offensive linemen within the transfer portal. Dang it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Donaldson could have used this spring. I mean, I'm not trying to dog on the kid for his weight, and I'm not making a joke either. But a 330-pound lineman in an up-tempo offense, like if any of our linemen needed this spring, it was probably Donaldson.
He's a little bit bigger than 330.
Yeah. What was he 360?
I think he was 363.
Oh man. And I'm not making a joke about that. Like,
yeah, that's it's a serious I mean, we're gonna be running 80 plays a game.
Yeah, dude. Like Rhett Lashley even said it in the thing. We're gonna try to run 109 every game. I mean, he needed that. He needed
that big guy running around. I mean, I couldn't even keep up if I was on the field. I couldn't keep up if we were running 50 plays a game.
Oh yeah. I'm not trying to criticize him because
I'd have a heart attack right there on Green Tree.
Yep. Especially in the Miami Heat, dude. I'd be sweating after running one play.
It is a living hell in the summertime and in the fall.
Yeah.
No one is comfortable in that heat.
Yeah.
But spring ball, we got 24 days. Definitely gonna get into previewing some of those positions as the weeks and episodes go on. I'm excited about that, man. But yeah, I mean it's kind of we brought up some kind of issues today. I mean, obviously, like, great news with Avantae Williams, signing with the Miami Hurricanes. He's someone that I've wanted to stick and be a Cane for a very, very long time. His cousin Lingard, he wanted him to join him with the Gators, but it just didn't happen. I think he's going to be an absolute star for Miami in that defense. I think him and Jalen Harrell are the next great duo at safety for Miami. I mean, that's just me. A lot of people are coming after me. Yo, what about Amari Carter, Keontre Smith? I mean, just because I didn't name those guys doesn't mean I think that they are good players. But, I mean, you got two of maybe the best safeties. Avantae Williams is the best safety in the state of Florida for this class, and maybe the entire nation. And Jalen Harrell is maybe the second best safety in the state of Florida for the 2020 class. And so you got those two back there after Gervin Hall and Bubba Bolden move on. So
yeah,
I'm excited, man. But I mean, like we've talked about, there's a few issues that could be really problematic.
Yeah, I kind of killed my own excitement.
No, don't. No. I am really excited, dude. Like, I still can't believe we got him. I can't believe it.
So I'm officially going to take some credit because I called it when we got Ed Reed. I said that he's going to go in there and steal Avantae Williams, and everyone poo-hooed me.
Yeah. I didn't think we had a shot in hell.
And honestly, I didn't really believe that. I didn't think he was coming either. I'm just patting myself on the back because I like to. And Williams even said that the Ed Reed signing didn't affect him, and I believe that. I think when it came down to it, it was really Banda that landed that for us.
Yeah, and people aren't giving him like credit. Oh, it's all Ed Reed, and I'm not saying that Ed Reed didn't have anything to do with it, but like, put some credit on Banda's name. I mean, give him credit for just like Gabby said, he stayed in contact with Avantae throughout those years, even when he was committed to Oregon and thought he was going to Florida. Like,
8th grade, man. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Credit to Banda. That's amazing. That's a great recruiting job to stay on a kid for that long. And I mean, just make it impossible for him to choose a different school.